tack. And it's immediate. You don't have to wait. As soon as you turn the argon on, you got to purge. After all the tacks are feathered with a grinder, except for one, I let it purge for 5 minutes at 25 CFH. Here's a little close-up of my TIG gloves that I added to the store some months ago. The technique I'm going to be showing goes forward and back, not side to side, so I'm wearing a TIG finger for that. That's the technique I'm using today. 1/8 inch gap, 95 amps for the rooT. This is the technique, basically. Forward and back with very little side to side motion. Walking the cup is a great way, but you can't always walk the cup. I'm just showing this particular technique that has always worked for me for stainless roots as well as carbon. Lay wire, 1/8 rod, 1/8 gap, only forward and back motion, no side to side. It's difficult to do that walking the cup. Here I'm coming up, tying into a tack, so I'm slowing down, kind of soaking the heat in there, make sure everything melts and blends together nice before I snap out of it. I didn't mention it early, but I'm basically just keeping everything taped up here and only leaving open the areas that I'm going to weld to an extent. Here I'm going to show the technique when I don't feather a tack. If you're coming up off the bottom or off the side, this is a technique that works for me. Basically what I'm going to do is just really quickly fuse the wire to the tip of the tack, back up, a couple of ripples, pause for about a second, and then forward and back and blend everything in together. And I'll show you that tie-in here in just a minute. I didn't touch that with a grinder, and it's still going to work out just fine. Now that's only coming off of a tack. I do like to have a tack feathered that I'm welding into, so that it makes sure it gets full penetration and blends nicely into the tack that I'm welding into. So again, forward and back, keeping a little pressure on the wire, 95 amps, pressure on the wire so that it doesn't keyhole, so that it keeps the puddle kind of satisfied. And now I'm welding into that feathered area of the previous tack, slowing down and then trailing out, snapping out, catching my tape on fire, putting it out with argon. There is the tack of where I started without a feathered tack, right there. There's the tie-in. I don't usually feather my tacks a whole lot on a stainless joint like this, so I'm going to show you now the same exact technique on a tack, coming off a tack where I feathered it a little bit. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and get that wire fused in there so that it doesn't keyhole when I get there, back up a little bit, and then move forward and back, keeping a nice tight arc. Forward and back, forward and back.